I don't care what you think about it, we have fairies. And I haven't seen them in a long time, but that's kind of not unusual for me. I'll go through chunks of seeing something for like 3 or 4 months. It'll be really heavy, and that could go as far as 3 years without seeing shit. So tonight, I took the camera out, and I was trying to get some night shots of the lights up on the hill, which all of them are out now. So I couldn't show you anyway. It's just too dark, and I don't have that kind of camera. But anyway, when they've charged, when the leaves are off the trees like they are now, it really looks like stars fell down out of the sky and kind of nestled in the woods. And it's a really starry night out tonight too, which in video I don't think I could get, but as a long shot. So I went out and I started taking pictures at the bottom of the property, at the lights on the hill, at the reflection down in the creek. And the headlight that was closest to me turned off. Okay, I still had the ones that are further up in the woods, even though that's kind of strange. So I took a few more pictures, and then I was going to get the one on my side of the creek that was closest to me. And I turned around and got distracted because the camera was in the right position for me to be able to take some more like stars against the silhouettes of the trees kind of thing. In the wintertime, we don't often have clear skies enough to take stars, but when we do, it's magnificent because there's really not a lot of light pollution unless it's us. So anyway, I get distracted, I take 2 pictures, and the light next to me goes off. Not the ones way up in the woods. The 2 that are closest to me that can actually get a good recharge during the day are the ones that went off. So we have this one fairy we've decided is kind of really into electric stuff. Lindsay came up here, she was camping, and she saw it. And of course Lindsay saw it, because Lindsay, of all people that I know, would be the one that would see. She said that it was the morning that she left, and it was in there, and it was kind of circling around the dome light in the van where they were camping out in. And we think that she accidentally took it home with her. So they get to the house, and things start messing up, particularly having to do with her lawn lights that had a string. They were line-in lights, not solar like these are. One by one, they kept getting ripped out, and there was a bunch of other, like the wires were getting ripped out, and there was a bunch of other stuff that was going on there too. Like her plants, some of them were being unpotted, like just ripped out and thrown around, and there was a nest of baby birds, and the babies started getting kicked out of the nest. Like, it was real ugly. So we thought, okay, he got trapped in the van and went all the way back to Roanoke, and he's pissed off because he didn't mean to be kidnapped, I guess is the way he felt. So when Mike and I went down there and stayed, when we left the door open. We announced it. Hey, look, we're going back. If you want to ride, now's the time. Get in while the door's open. And when we came home, their shit stopped. Everything was copacetic back at Lindsay's place. I can't remember why. Oh, we came home and the lights were off on the hill. And Mike went across and started walking around the path, turning the lights back on. They were turned off. Or I think he put his hand over the solar, and that made it seem like it was dark enough, so all the lights went on, even though it was dark enough. And he said when he got back to the far end, he turned around, and one by one, like following him, the lights were turning back off. And I'm pretty sure it's him. And I don't know what he looks like apart from the others, because I've had one night, like the second year that we lived here, when we were fully here, and it was about this time of year too, cold. I have cold fairies, that makes sense to me. Just all of a sudden, like, they just were zipping around my workroom while I was in there, like a bunch of them. And I saw a lot of activity for a long time. I don't think I've seen quite that much since then, but things have happened. But still, we have fairies, And I guess it's the fairy time of the year. Oh, you know what I forgot to tell you about that little motherfucker did? That fairy that likes the electric? We looked all over the place for this really nice flashlight that we had while we were up here. And it was up here because we had used it on the trip that we were up here. Could not find it anywhere. It was lost. We figured it was us being stupid. No. Get back to Tennessee. Find it in Tennessee. And I saw the little motherfucker down there in Tennessee too, a couple of times. Hanging around the couch. But he didn't really mess anything up. I guess because we were there and he knew that we would be going back. You know, it's a little bit different than what happened with Lindsay and Aaron. The last couple of times I've seen, and I don't know that it's him, but one of them. I don't know if it was multiples or if it was the same one, but it was black. They looked like just a disturbance. It's kind of obvious. But this disturbance kind of was black. That's new. Lindsay actually got pictures of these fairies when we were up on the hill having a fire one time. And we got to see it in real time. It wasn't just, we got back at the house and we looked on the pictures that we took and it was there. We didn't see anything at the time. Well, no, we didn't see anything at the time. It was there, but we could see it through the camera as we were taking the pictures. It was really cool. Figures, if anybody. Lindsay's actually a mystical creature.